What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Good Success Quick Tips. I am Josh Culler, and I got Tom Olson with me here, and he was on our previous Quick Tip video, and you can check that out. We will have that linked below. Today, he's going to give a few quick tips on financial freedom. Tom just turned 40 years old today, and he is declared financial freedom. So he's going to give a few quick tips on financial freedom. So, Tom, what do you got for us?
So I'm just going to talk about 3 things that help me, and I hope that they'll help you. First of all, I would tell you, I don't care how old you are, whether you're 15 years old or whether you're 50 years old, give away 10% of your income. To me, it's just a law, it's a rule, I just feel like that ought to be first and foremost. Before you do anything else, top 10%, God says it belongs to Him, but I think you ought to make sure that you give away 10%. And I think if you'll read the book, The Go-Giver, it'll teach that anything that you give will come back to you. So that's number 1. Give away 10%. Number 2, save 10%. And this is very well taught in the book, The Richest Man in Babylon. And I would highly recommend that book for you to read. So that's another tip. That's actually 2 extra tips to read The Go-Giver and read The Richest Man in Babylon. But save 10% of all your income. And I don't believe in saving as in saving to have a big pile of gold. That's not why I say save. I say save so you can get a bag of gold so you can go and invest. It's very hard to invest 10% of one's income 1 week, right? I mean, it's kind of hard. If you make $1,000 in a week, you made $100, well, what investments are there for $100? Not much. But if you saved that much for a whole year or 2 years, you'll get enough that you can go and make an investment. So that's the second one, especially you guys, the younger people out there. So if you're 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, save 10% until you have enough to be able to make an investment. The third one, and this was very key for me to be able to come financially free this year, was I bought my own house when I was 19 years old. That was the very first house I bought, very first house. Me and my wife have never rented a house. So my very first house I bought when I was 19, and I still own that house today. And I moved about 5 years later, and then I bought another house, and I still own that house. And then I moved about 5 years after that, and I still own that house. And then I moved about 5 years after that, and I still own that house. So all the time, I own the last 4 houses that I've lived in. I highly recommend you don't go and buy the big, huge house right off. So as soon as you graduate from college or you get married, don't go and buy the $500,000 house. Start small and think of it as a longer term investment. Think of that house as a longer term deal for you. So that will help you be able to gain your financial freedom, I promise you. I probably make, the last house I just lived in, I actually have as a nightly rental. So I make about $1,000 a month off of that one. I make about $400 a month off of one, $500 a month off of the other, $500 off of the other one, and the other one's probably about $400. So that's about $3,000 to $4,000 a month I make off of houses I used to live in. And some of the keys to that is you're going to get super low interest, and as long as you've lived in it for 2 years, there's some other tax things. If you do sell them, you can sell them, but I just recommend you hold on to those houses, and I think that'll really help your financial freedom.
Awesome. Thanks for those quick tips, Tom, and on financial freedom. And we are going to actually have a longer video that goes more into detail on this, and we'll have that link below for you guys. This is just a quick tip, but that video is going to be on Facebook and YouTube. So if you did like this quick tip, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Go subscribe to our podcast and our blogs, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.